What is going on, guys? Today we got to change the oil on the Skyline. It's been probably around 1,000 miles. So over time, ethanol mixes in with the oil and then dilutes it. So you have to do oil changes in this car more often than the average car. First, we got to dump out our oil silos though. This is the main one. And then because that one got full, we literally had to start using like old plastic jugs. So get our empty oil pan. Got it. Devin just brought pickle out.
No. Look up.
Put her inside your car. Okay, stay. Rip the handbrake.
You're pretty tough.
Alright guys, so as I took this filter off, started taking it off, I realized I might not have another oil filter, so I gotta check real quick. No, bruh. Bruh. Do I not have another oil filter? That might be in here.
Bro just be doing things, I swear.
Those are old though, right?
No, they're new. Right.
You know what they say, black don't crack.
Huh?
The
threads are hella deep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a little too girthy.
It's too girthy.
Tiny little Japanese filter will not fit on black mount.
That one's kind of clean. No, that one's kind of clean.
It's fine. Right?
Here.
Oh. Bro, are you trunks for Krillin? Stop solar flare. Oh my god.
See.
Sorry. Bro, that's one job, I swear.
Bro, I can't look over because I'm gonna get blinded.
Sorry.
Bro, now I can't.
You got it, twin.
Bro.
Ridiculous. You can't see a thing.
Oh shit. Hey, bro, I got another light.
Oh my god. You good, twin?
Yeah.
You good, man? Ain't no way, bro.
Yo, what is going on, guys? We actually have a sponsor for today's video, and that sponsor is Harry's. They have previously sent me their body soap, and I've been using their body wash for about a month now. I still have well over half the bottle left. Yeah, every time I shower with this body soap, it lathers up super nice, so I don't have to use like a ton of body soap like I do with other brands. Not only that, but the scent actually like stays on you after you're done showering, so you continue to smell good even after you shower. And the best part is it's super affordable. If you guys want to get a bottle for yourself, I'll put the link in the description down below, or you can scan my QR code here in the corner. I know a lot of y'all be working on your cars, getting down and dirty, so make sure you guys get yourself a bottle of Harry's to make sure you guys stay clean. Once again, thank you so much to Harry's for sponsoring this video, and yeah, back to the video. Nice little day. Haven't filmed in like a week, but we're gonna go on a little nice cruise. I did wash it though, like a couple days ago, but it always gets dirty again, so no, I just wash it like once a week. All right, guys, we're also gonna do a quick little oil check. I know it's gonna read a little bit lower than normal because I'm on an incline, but all right, guys. Devin just tightened his coilover collars. I checked all my lug nuts on my car, all good. Bolt check. Now me, Devin, we're both on ethanol, so we need to go to the ethanol station before we head up because, yeah, our cars are running rich. We're both on E. Damn, dude, I was only at half a tank. 10 gallons. I guess I have a bigger tank than I thought. All right, we're gonna go on a drive now. I just checked my oil after filling up half a quart. I'm at like almost full, so after this drive, turbo seals are a little weak, so I can determine how much oil I'm actually burning, because sometimes it looks really bad from the back. Woo! Just like a nice, chill little cruise. Nothing crazy. I did see a vet up here, so I'm gonna see if is he behind that? I think he's behind that. Oh no, get out of the way. I hate it when the yo dude, that thing. I don't care what anyone says, Corvettes will always be cool to me, man. They're so cool. C6s are like, oh man, they did good. I'm not gonna lie, Chevy did good with that one. Was it an M4? Oh hell no, I'm gonna look straight. It looks kind of stock though. I don't know if I can take it though. Is that a Mustang? I got smacked by a GT350, but those have superchargers. So we were at a disadvantage. But I feel like an NA50, like NA Coyote, I feel like I'm maybe. Oh, it's like an old guy. I don't think he's down to race. Stop trying to race me, bro. There's no way. No, that was a fluke. There's no way an SR20 S13 kept up with my third. No. Nah, that didn't happen. No, that didn't happen. I refuse to believe that was real. Alright guys, we're back in the, well not back, I guess I'm recording. It's gonna be really chill today. Like actually I don't wanna push the car. I currently have it for sale, but yeah, I kinda wanted to like, just give you guys a little spiel of the pros and cons of owning an R32 GTR. And some of you may be wondering, or have seen that I'm actually trying to sell this car. And to make a long story short, I've spent so much money on this car and I have genuinely enjoyed it. But I think that for me, the way I drive it, the cost of ownership to performance isn't really worth it. I think there's better cars out there that you can get for $70,000 to $80,000, which is what I have around in this car. I know it's not worth that for all the people, for all the professional car analysts and used car Facebook marketplace enthusiasts. I know damn well the car's not worth 70, 80. That's just what I've spent on it in total. But I'd say realistically it's worth around what I bought it for, which is around 47,000, if that. It's unfortunate, but that's what happens when you modify a car. You know, I built it. I had it built. A lot of pain and struggles. That's also part of the reason why I'm selling it. Is there's so many lies with this car. Starting off with the actual original owner, or I guess previous owner of the car, he completely lied about a lot of the build parts, and the surface rust underneath was a big one that he lied about. And then when it blew up, literally had to get rebuilt twice. It was in a shop for a year and 7 months. It just costed a lot of money, and without any real, like, I don't know what caused the second engine failure, and it's like I had to pay for the entire thing, which was like, I guess fair-ish, but also kind of unfortunate because I would have liked to know like what exactly caused it. I felt like it wasn't my fault, but once again, I'm not the expert, I'm not the engine builder. Personally, I don't know how I could, you know, within 200 miles. But anyways, I guess starting off with the pros of owning an R32. I mean, you can do this, but I guess. Jeez, John, hold on, guys. I might have to put this spiel on hold. He was picking up the pace there a little bit, so I had to lock in a little bit. I can't like talk a ton and like drive, like, you guys know what I'm saying, like a little bit over the speed limit. I mean the speed limit, but yeah, I think one of the main pros is that for its age, I want to make this very clear because I know there's going to be a lot of guys in the comments that are like, this car actually can outperform it, and it's a 2020 and it's only $35,000. You get one for 30, you know. Sure, for the time in 1989, this was like one of the peak performing cars in the Japanese automotive like industry. I feel, in my personal opinion, it was a homologated race car. has like 400, like my downpipe tune has 450 horsepower. Like, it's not all about horsepower, man. I feel like there was a lot of engineering and R&D that went into this vehicle. I mean, at the time, like, the Atessa system was like pretty much brand new, which is the all-wheel drive system, which it's fluid based, but it works pretty well. I mean, it works well in my car. But yeah, the Atessa system in the all-wheel drive system in the Skylines, at least in the R32, R33, R34, fluid based. When it detects slip in the rear wheels, that's when the front wheels start to kick in. So really, really cool system. Does it work as well as like the newer all-wheel drive systems? No, but that's because it's literally, once again, 36 years old. So it's really, you guys can't compare these old cars to like new modern day technology. I think that's a big thing and a big misunderstanding or misconception that people have when purchasing this car. You know, you mainly buy it for the nostalgia, the heritage, you know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily buy it for the performance per dollar. There's plenty of other cars you can get for the performance per dollar. Like, so many more, like literally a million more. I can name like 10 off the top of my head right now. But overall, it's just a very rewarding car to drive. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very mechanical. For those of you who've never driven a new car, they feel very numb. And I can say this now as I own a 2020 Mark V Supra. For the most part, those cars drive themselves. There's no traction control. It has ABS in this car, but it's very rudimentary. In my opinion, it works, but it's like just enough to say it works. The steering is hydraulic, it's not electronic, obviously. And overall, yeah, it's a very, very rewarding car. It takes some work, you know what I'm saying? You really gotta work the car in order to make it perform. But in the end, you know, it's a really, really good feeling. It makes really cool noises. Mine does have a single turbo conversion, so that's a whole nother, that might be a pro or that might be a con because it's kind of expensive, and the only thing it really does is simplify the engine bay, have more power potential, and then generate less heat, I guess. The con would be that, and it makes cool noises. That's also a pro if you like cool noises, you know. Sounds like there's like a jet engine and jet turbine in my engine bay. But yeah, that's pretty much and also you're gonna get it's gonna turn some heads, okay? It's definitely, I mean, so this is subjective. I guess I've been speaking mainly objectively, but subjectively, there are a lot of people that really, really like this car that like know about like old Japanese like 90s cars, you know what I'm saying? Now for the now for the cons. Alright guys, we're going back down. It's really dark now, so I don't know if I can film, but I will finish the list of cons later. Hey, everyone stop trying to race me, bro. I'm just trying to get home, okay? I want to keep my car in one piece. Nah, bro, no, I'm not. Devin keeps trying to pull up. Keeps trying to race me. Alright guys, we made it home. A good parking job right in the middle of the driveway. What happened, bruh?
What do you mean, what is that? Look at...
Oh! Hey, bro, you're kind of close.
I know, right?
You're... Damn, dude.
Should I leave it like this just to scare them?
Alright guys, we moved to the slot now to go over the cons of the R32 GTR. There's none. Video's over. This car's treated me great over the past 3 years of ownership, and I haven't spent a dime on it. So we can end the video right here. So yeah, going into the cons of the R32 GTR, I'd say from a generic perspective, anything from, I mean, this car's 30, 35, 36 years old. If it has the original engine in it, every single seal, anywhere there's fluid, anywhere there's a seal, it'll most likely be cracked and brittle. And yeah, and then going along, like honestly, over the past 3 years of ownership, I bought this car with pretty beat interior. The floor mats were completely shot out. I was lucky enough to find a set of P2M floor mats for like, I think they sell them for like $100, so that really made the interior feel a little bit nicer. This is an OEM, if you guys haven't noticed. The jean patches are not supposed to be there. Yeah, one last thing regarding the chassis is rust. I know rust is not a huge issue on the West Coast, but if you're importing it from a state, country, area where cars are prone to rust, you definitely want to check this area. rear quarter panel. Yeah, this area is very, very prone to rust, as well as the strut tower areas, expensive areas to fix. So if you're ever buying a Skyline, R32, doesn't matter what chassis, R33, R34, always check the strut towers and the rear quarter panels. Those are two areas where it is very, 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 very expensive to replace. It's not like if you have rust on like the front fender, that is actually, I would prefer that because you can literally bolt it off, take it off in 10 minutes and replace it with an OEM one. Okay, cons, right, okay.
Cons.
Okay. It can be a con. Okay, let me go over the drivetrain. So starting off with the Atessa system, the all-wheel drive system is very rudimentary in the Skylines. It's called Atessa, hydraulic pressured lines, ABS sensors, G sensors, and an Atessa ECU. Any one of those don't work, you're back to a base model Skyline. You're two-wheel drive, you're not all-wheel drive, you don't have the GTR, you're just a GT, GTS, whatever you call it. You're two-wheel drive. Okay, yeah, this is one could say that this can be the least or most problematic car. It depends on how much power you want. If you plan on keeping this car stock, not pushing it, not driving it to whatever, pushing it, you shouldn't have any problems. If you want power, the cost of performance, the performance per dollar on this car is absolutely horrible. What is that? I don't like that. I don't like that. That made me a little bit uncomfortable. If you are used to any sort of new car, to get to 400, 500 with like the downpipe tune, $1,500, $1,500 does not go a long way in this car. $1,500 might get you like a reseal kit and you have to do the labor yourself. $1,500 will get you the ECU without a tune. That's minus the tune, installing it, and all the supporting mods that you need to get to that horsepower mark. So if you want horsepower out of this car, just know it'll cost a good amount of money. 2, if you blow the motor in this car, you're also out a lot of money. This car costs a lot of money to build. They don't manufacture RB26s anymore. They don't like have them at the dealership. Yeah, bottom line is, you want to go fast, you gotta have money. Another thing to note is that the stock twin turbos on these RB26s have ceramic wheels. They're good for the stock boost pressure, which is like 10 PSI. But if you go above 14, which is 1 bar, I know that they essentially just shred themselves. And when your turbine wheels shred themselves, it literally grenades the entire motor. And then when you grenade your motor...
Hey Eric, how do you know about that?
Well, you know, I would say I heard a guy that pushed the stock twin turbos to 20 PSI on pump gas, and then they shredded themselves. Blew the rod bearings in the car as well, so his motor's pretty much annihilated.
You should ask that guy for a clip of that.
I'll see if I can get it, yeah. I hope I don't get copyright striked or anything, yeah. I'm being very nice. How about let's switch the roles. Hold on.
This is on the spot. What?
No, just name a couple of things off the top.
It sucks. No, like it's a cool car. I think it looks cool. I think it's a GTR. It's all-wheel drive. It's fast. This one's cool. It's a good color. The motor looks sick.
You're being nice.
No, it looks cool. It's so much money for the car. I know it's got the racing heritage. I know it's some JTCC winner. It beat all the other cars. Whatever. It's an old car. It's a Maxima. It drives well. It handles well. But I just don't think the dollar per performance is worth it. I'm not gonna, like, jokes aside, it's a cool car for what it is. And I know people are gonna hate me for this. I'm gonna say it's a $20,000 car. I think it's a cool car for that price. I don't think it's worth what it is worth. I think that's just the market we're in. For the power and for the performance of it, you can get better for dollar.
I honestly think that sums it up really well. I was gonna say, before TikTok, essentially, you're actually able to pick up these R32 GTRs for around $20,000 to $25,000. And that is what I genuinely think, for the performance and the chassis, everything, is what they're worth. No one should be paying more than $25,000. I think that's one of the biggest cons, is that these content creators on YouTube, TikTok, man, they just post these cars and have been inflating the price of these vehicles to way above what they're worth. Ethan brought up a good point. If one of you asking why I'm selling it, I have dumped $75,000, almost $80,000 into this car, including the cost of the car. You can get so many, I just know you can get so many better cars for $80,000. To continue driving it at this level, it's gonna cost more and more, thousands and more thousands of dollars per year. That's not something I'm willing to do anymore for this car. No one could say that I haven't stayed in it. No one can say that. I could have sold the car when the motor blew up the first time.
What's the second?
or the second time, but I have stayed in it. It is running to this day. Everything works in the car. What you would buy this for is subjectively, it looks really cool. You will be one of the only people in an R32, R33, R34 GTR, more so the R34 GTR, on the streets. And if you care about the racing heritage, the history. The car does rip, I'm not gonna lie. It is fast. Like on backroads track, it is quick. Would a G80X drive kick its ass? Yeah, it would. But once again, to really drive this car, it is really rewarding. It does take some work, but at the end of the day, like when you're in the car driving it and it performs, it is really rewarding.
Like F80s are old, even E90s are old now at this point. And we're not trying to just keep it BMW. These are no longer old cars, these are this is an old freaking car. It's not like a couple, do some maintenance, whatever. This is a classic car. So in order to make it work properly, you gotta treat it like a classic car.
That's why you don't see many of these on the road. They're mainly in garages, so yeah. Like, okay, also there's like, I feel like there's not much left I can do.
You can't drive this, really. Like, it's cool as it is, and if you could drive this thing and know you could drive wherever you want, for as long as you want, however you want, and it will continue working, that's one thing, but it's not that way, right? Every time you drive this, I feel like, maybe I'm wrong, there's a non-zero chance of it breaking. Not because it's a bad build, it's actually been more reliable than it's ever been in its whole life recently. But it's also just, it's not, you have to keep that in the back of your mind.
It's an old car. It's tuned on a standalone ECU, you know what I'm saying? It's not like factory tuned or anything like that. So there's so many different variables with high horse, like literally with like built cars, there's so many different variables, right? If you get like a G80 or an F80 from the factory, it makes 500 horsepower from the factory. It is factory tuned. It is built for that horsepower from BMW or from whoever manufacturer.
You drive your cars. Social media, this is a social media car in a sense. Like, it's great. If you wanted just to perform it, it looks amazing. It makes the best noise in the world. It's fast enough.
I just want a car that I can just drive around, drive across the country without worry. And while I do think this car would make it across the country, I wouldn't feel as comfortable in this car as like a G80. I'm not getting a G80, guys. I know. I keep mentioning a G80. I don't know why, because I have G80 money into the car, so that's why I keep referencing it. I'm not gonna buy a G80, but for example, I would feel much more comfortable driving a G80 across the country than this car.
It's cooler than a G80.
Yeah, it's cooler than a G80.
Undeniably.
Undeniably. And it would make it. It's just, I would put more eggs in the basket, in the G80 basket. That's all. He's getting repoed though.
He got repoed.
He did get repoed, yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yo, what is going on, guys? You made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I've been Mia and AFK. I've been dealing with filing a lawsuit trying to get my Supra back from the shop that pretty much scammed me. I have heard absolutely nothing from Serge in the past 15 days. Things are going downhill pretty fast with him. I can't pull up to his shop because I'm in Northern California. He's in Southern California. I have no idea the status on my car. And currently I'm trying to file a civil lawsuit, which would then allow me to file a police report and get a warrant to break into his shop legally. I'm gonna try to be the bigger person and do it the legal way. Of course, I'm gonna blast Serge on social media. I really don't want this to happen to anyone else. Also, the 6 other cars that are in the shop, they have not heard back from him in months, so it is an absolute nightmare situation. Not only does he have my car, he also has my money and all my parts. But yeah, I hope you guys like the pros and cons list of the R32 GTR. Yeah, we still do have merch available. I'll put the link in the description down below. And once again, thanks for sticking to the end of the video, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.